what would make you a better son? By the way, have they ever expressed to you that you're not a good son?
No.
So it makes you feel like you're a bad son.
I think that again, as I realize certain things, I'm like, bro, like, why don't I say thank you enough? Why don't I support enough? Why don't I reach out enough? You know, like, I think there's a battle between being a man and being a father, and then battling with being a son, and then being an entrepreneur. Like, yeah, I can make the excuses, but I'll get into the definition of a man, what it is for me later, which is not making excuses. I can make all the excuses I want in the world, but the truth is that I just don't do it. You know?
Do you think that, and I ask you this because you're a son, but you're also a parent. And I mean, and the question's twofold, and it leads somewhere, I promise.
Yeah.
Right? Like, do you think that it's necessary to say thank you to your parents? And part two of that is, do you expect thank yous from your children?
I do not think it's necessary to say thank you to your parents, and I don't think it's necessary for my kids to say thank you. I think that we each know that certain reactions are triggered by certain actions, right? And what I'm thinking is maybe not a thank you, but a hug. You know, maybe an I love you, maybe just a phone call. Hey, how are you doing? Right? That's what I think I don't do enough of. Like it compensates, right? Like if I'm checking up on you, and if I'm like asking about you or whatever, like that's what I'm talking about. Maybe not say, hey, I thank you specifically. I think I
Right.
say thank you because I don't do enough of the other things.
Right.
That's my easy way out.
Right.
You know?
So you think that the real process should be spending more time with them?
Yeah.
You know, giving dad more hugs.
Yeah.
Instead of visiting mom more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a sister too, so I've said it to my wife. I don't think I've ever said it to to any of them, but I don't think I really don't think as a son or even as a brother. I mean, this is difficult to say when you say it out loud, but gotta do better.
What do you think would make it better?
It's scary to say that I have to sacrifice more of what I'm chasing right now to be able to do it. I I have a great partner, my wife, who handles a lot of things that I kind of put on the side. Like I let her deal with the family, so I could deal with things that I do at work. But in order for me to kind of do more of that, I have to sacrifice more of what I'm trying to build right now. And maybe I'm making an excuse, or maybe I'm just like, give me a little bit of time, you know. But I've been saying that for years now.
Right.
So
Like you'll get to it. You'll get to it. You'll get
Yeah.
to it. And then getting to it never really shows up.
yeah,
Yeah. It's almost like you have to kind of start setting up a plan. Like, okay, I'm going to go visit mom at this time.
so yes, I do, but my issue is always comes down to convenience, right? And I think that's where I feel selfish, because it shouldn't have to be convenient to do it. It should just be done,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And I always kind of like, oh, we're not gonna be in town that weekend, or we're not gonna be doing this. But I'm like, there should be certain priorities with your siblings, your family, where I just do what's easier.
Yeah.
You know, like I have two siblings here through my father's side, and one through my mom's side, and I talk more to the one that's closest to me because it's easier. We do more plans together just because it's easier, right?
Right.
But I should, like make more of an effort.
Do you spend a lot of time with your dad? He's local.
No,
No.
no. But it's our schedules, and then he has another family, and like it's all like BS excuses. I think we can do it. It's just
Right. Right.
saying I'm gonna do it and just going through with it, you know.
Yeah.
And I could do it. It's just how to do it consistently.
It's hard when you're building something.
Yeah.
'Cause you sacrifice everybody, not just them, but your own family, right?
That's a big thing. I think that you're saying the right thing. Most of my success, I think a lot of people that call themselves men are selfish and saying, well, I did this. No, we did this. Like my
Right.
family was a part of it. They sacrificed a lot,
Yeah.
you know, for me being
The time with you is the biggest sacrifice.
Yeah. Yeah. The time, the moments. I think that looking back on my childhood and how I did now is where I see, okay, I didn't see those sacrifices as I was living them, as my kids do not see our sacrifices now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And you don't want them to see it, right? Like, you don't want them to see the sacrifice. But then there's also a small part of you that goes, well, maybe they should because they got to learn that sacrifice is a requirement,
Yeah.
you know? But you also don't want them to see you struggle.
So one of the things that I struggle with as recently, I think I learned a lot from my own patience, my own things is in my relationship with my wife and kids, is battling that. Like, I want to share everything with my wife, but I don't want to share things that, like, I start thinking about what impacts people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe I want to vent, but that venting is not causing a positive reaction in my household, so maybe I just got to keep it to myself. You get me?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe it's not something that important. It's like,
It's important to you at the moment.
at the moment, but I have to think, is this something that's really important? Like, do I really need to discuss this with her, or is it just me selfishly trying to vent? So then I have to, this is a very, like, recent, I want to call it maturity level I'm into, where I'm like, no. Why? Because me saying this, it's going to trigger a chain reaction of emotions, events, of things that are going to lead us down a negative path where we don't need to go.
Right. Right.
Where there's money, where there's emotional, where there's whatever, I kind of have to pick and choose what I'm willing to release and not. Same thing with my kids, right? I want them to learn how difficult it is, but we go back to the store. My bottom line was everybody else's top line. So if I show my kids too much of what it is to struggle and pain, they're going to accept that into their life as their bottom line.
As their bottom line.
And I'd rather
I appreciate
them
that.
start up here.
Right.
So there's certain things that I know they need to learn, which I'm still learning to figure that out. And there's certain things that I'm like, I never wanted to know because I never wanted to accept that in their life.
Being a father is not easy.
No.
It's not easy.
No.
It's a horrible balance. You know, when you talk about whether or not you should vent to your wife, like take that negativity home.
Yeah.
Right. I think a little bit differently. I think, like, who else if not her? Right. That's how I think about it. You know, and I know you have a very strong relationship with your wife.
Let me ask you a question.
But who else if not her?
This is well, we and you see our wives on the same level.
Yeah.
They're partners.
Right.
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 So I understand that.
Right.
But I'm also trying to understand look, I'm the person that has a solution for everything, right? And I started learning as adulthood comes around that maybe people just want to vent and want to be heard. So I think until certain people around me and my wife and friends and colleagues also start understanding that maybe sometimes what I say is
Just
not for
wanna
you to
be
take it. I just want to be heard. It's not for you to do anything with it. Then maybe you can do that, right? But the way I see it is my wife, my partner, takes things very personal when it comes to me, very protective of us and the family. So she wants to do things about it, right? Or like, I'll give you an example.
As a good partner
Yeah.
should.
Let's say David pissed me off today, and I'm like, yo, David's so frustrating. And then the next time she sees you, she's not gonna like you. But I just need to vent, but we're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't
But
want to.
she's still not there yet.
I don't want to create that, but it's a normal thing. This is not like I'm not faulting her at all for it.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is, I've had to learn what is important, what isn't important. What I think is important is what is my goal.
Right.
So with every conversation, with every decision, it's like I'm a little bit of a I don't know if you call it sociopath or psychopath with this now, where I'm actually like, all right, I was frustrated at this and I want to vent it, but I'm calming myself down not to piss her off about something. I'm like, was that really worth it? No, it wasn't. I forget about it. Move on to the next thing.
Right.
It's like a little.
But let me ask you this. Do you feel like looking at it objectively and saying, this isn't so much of a big deal, forget about it, is really you hiding the fact that you're just compartmentalizing it and putting it away somewhere?
Yeah.
And now you're just stacking a bunch of shit in the back of your head that might come out one day in an explosive kind of way.
Yes and no, because I do talk to my wife a lot. We have good communication.
Yeah.
So I just, like, I talk about important things. So I measure things on importance. And I do look at things as to, okay, am I going to get over this particular situation with this particular person? This particular issue, is it going to happen? Am I not? Whatever. And then I say, okay, this is important. Let's discuss this. What do you think? I'm going through this. What do you think I should do? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I do discuss a lot of these things with her. And I do discuss my business with her. I do discuss, we have a partnership. But I kind of have to, this is a real decision we have to make together. Let's discuss it.
So I've also learned to do the other thing over the years, which is to look at my wife and go, I'm about to tell you something, and I'm not looking for advice. This is listen only mode, right? Like, I want you to take what I'm about to say and it just be me letting go. Because again, if not her, who?
But let me ask you a question.
So we're talking about your relationship with your dad and stuff like that. Are these problems you could take to your dad?
I talk to my father maybe twice a year about my problems.
Right.
And the funny thing is that he listens.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk.
Right. Because his design is man. Right? And then he's also since it's only twice a year, probably appreciative of the fact that his son is leaning on his shoulder for a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you one thing that comes out of those conversations almost every time. Just put your head down and work. And everything works out after that.
Yeah.
So he's like, you're probably going to make the best decision. Just put your head down and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, I want to go back to this because I think that I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't have the answer about talking to my wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm doing a good job or a great job at communication when it comes to that specific thing. I just know my wife is super expressive. Her face tells it all. So if you tell her something, her face is telling you so it's a very powerful thing to be that woman that controls all your emotions, where if she's upset, I'm upset. If she's hurt, I'm hurt. Mm-hmm. She triggers things in me. So you have to think further than just sharing the information with her. How did you trigger her reaction going to affect you later?
Yeah. But it's something I think that because my wife is similar in a way. She's my partner, right? But if I come to her with first of all, if I come to her with a problem, she wants to fix it, which is odd to me because I'm typically the fixer, right?
But let me ask you, is she going to go fix it herself, or she's going to say things?
No, she's telling me, this is what you got to do. She's the fixer. She wants to tell me exactly what needs to happen, when it needs to happen, how it needs to happen, right? And I'm like, dude, I get all that. It's not why I told you. Everything you're telling me, I understand. But I just wanted to bitch and moan about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to grumble and complain. And I don't want to talk to anybody else about it because anybody else would judge me. You shouldn't be judging me, right? Yeah. So I'm telling you, and she wants to go into fixing mode. And so sometimes I just need to look at her and go, babe, I'm just I'm downloading to you and you are to do nothing with this information.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm going to do next, right? This is a moment where I'm not asking her for advice. Because there are times where I download and I go, hey, I need your advice on something. Give me a different perspective. And then there are times where I come to her with some bullshit and she looks at me right to my face and goes, I can't believe you're upset about that.
No, but let me ask you a question, because this is the thing. This is where I think this is one of the things where me and my wife discuss, why do you ask me for advice? And I'm like, because it's not that I'm going to do whatever you tell me. Mm-hmm. I want to hear a different perspective.
I want a third eye view.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean most of the time I'm probably still going to go with what I was thinking, but I want to see the other side.
Yeah.
And it frustrates her. Why tell me if you're not going to take it? But I'm like, it's like playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's great. She's great. She puts up with my pain in the ass. So.
Yeah. They both do, huh?
Yeah. Look, as I get older, I've brought more inside thought into what I do with my actions and things like that.
How long you guys been married?
We've been married 17 years.
Wow,
6,
so
7
a long time. So she's been with you your entire career and pretty much
Yeah, that's...
She's seen you grow.
She is...
Been through the ugly.
Yes. You want to get into that story. I started the business in 2005. All right, very young, very stupid, very successful, very fast. I was making a lot of money. I'm blowing all of it. Then June 20th, when the Heat won the championship, or June 21st, I meet this beautiful woman at a bar. First time I ever tell a random girl I love her. Not I love her, no, that I would marry her.
Hey everyone, David Adam Kurz here. And if you're watching this, I want to thank you for being a part of Forged into Man. You know, a lot of people that watch this show aren't subscribed yet, and your support truly matters. When you subscribe, like, and share these conversations, it helps us bring more powerful stories to the table, create more episodes, and keep the movement going. So if this conversation has impacted you, hit that subscribe button. It helps us more than you know. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to the show.